We out here. I don't have my Jeep back yet, but we got my bro, his Jeep, the one you guys probably have seen quite a bit of. And then we got Jolly over here. But today I'm gonna be reviewing, I've been using it for like quite a bit now, but gonna be reviewing the 1770 f2.8 for the Fuji system. It's on the CHIPxHAZARD right now, so you guys let me know how the stabilization is and how all the shots are. Probably gonna be experimenting it with it on a gimbal, off a gimbal, photos, the whole 9 yards. We're gonna be using this lens all day today, and maybe a few like drone shots and stuff, but this will be fun. We're going on the Florida Adventure Trail right now, or heading that way, so it's gonna be dope. So tag along.
The trail that they have on file for you to download is closed. Like, we literally ran into a closed bridge.
We'll probably walk on it.
Find a way
I'm gonna walk on it
back towards Osceola, but I did find a little spot for me to flex, so I flexed.
Cool, Bando bridges for the win.
This is stuff you don't think that's in Florida, though.
Right. Looks like we're not going this way. Some stuff in the way.
Thought I was about to get you.
Maybe. Well, trying again. I guess a different spot. Hopefully there's a way around.
I ain't got internet.
Too deep?
It just keeps going. It's soft. I mean, we could go for a little swim.
So essentially right now we're checking to see how deep the water is, because this Jeep will make it. It's
The Barbie Jeep.
his Jeep we're worried about. Because, I mean, you can see his lift is, he's up here. He's good. My brother's not so much. Alright guys, we are obviously back in the office. Had a great time off-roading and stuff. It's a few days later. I wanted to gather all my thoughts because this is not the only time I've used this lens. I've shot engagements, a few weddings now with it. I'll just say right off the bat, like, if you are wanting a kind of one and done lens, you can't go wrong with this lens. This thing is just my only gripe. We'll knock the con right up front. Knock it? Sure. It's plastic. That is my only gripe with this lens. Other than that, like, it's been my favorite. It barely leaves this camera now. It is a really good pairing with the XH2S. The autofocus just responds a little bit better than the 16 to 55 2.8 from Fuji. My only thing that I like better about that lens is it's all metal, but your range 17 to 70 is a super nice range. It's almost like a 24 to 105. You're all the way down at 2.8. It's sharp. The stabilization works pretty good. You can't really turn off in-body stabilization just to see how much the lens does, but from what I can tell, it does a great job, because I have the 35-1.4 and that obviously doesn't have stabilization and it's kind of noticeable. But when I have this on and I'm all the way out to 70, there's a few times in the Jeep vlog, if you go back and watch it, I'm all the way out at 70. I'll shoot, there's some shots that are at 60, so it is slowed down a little bit, but it did great. I don't know anyone who doesn't use any post stabilization, so to not incorporate that into some of my shots would just be like impractical. Because if you're gonna use stabilization, you want a smooth shot, you're gonna use post stabilization. So yeah, there's that. So a lot of people are probably wondering, like, how's the weather sealing? Is that like good enough? It's plastic. I get that. I shot an engagement in the pouring rain. Like, we were out at the beach. I had zero cover. My camera and the lens got drenched, like absolutely soaked. It was pouring. And I parked far away, so there was no way to like keep it dry or anything like that either. So it's obviously working fine. That was about 3 weeks ago. So works great. It's just perfect. I love its lightweight. It balances super well with the XH2S. Balances well on a gimbal too. I did use it a few times on a gimbal because this setup is pretty darn light. So I throw it on a gimbal. To me, it looks better than if I was to run handheld with it. The setup is super light, so I definitely recommend this for travel. You have nice wide 17 millimeters, and then you can zoom all the way in. You do get a little extension there, nothing crazy. It'll throw off your balance a little bit on a gimbal, but you could just slide it back and problem solved. Other than that, price is great. I would recommend this lens over the 16 to 55 from Fuji. And yeah, there's the review. I'll throw up some B-roll that you've probably already seen as I was talking, from like some weddings and different things like that. But yeah, other than that, I love this lens. This is probably my new go-to besides the 35. If you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I would love to answer anything you might be questioning. If you go to my Instagram, you can find other videos and stuff like that. CHIPxHAZARD is my wedding and engagements, and then CHIPxFilm is my off-roading kind of Jeep stuff. I keep them separate, so that way you're not throwing a Jeep when you want to look at a couple. So there's that. But yeah, also, please leave a comment for what you guys want to see more of. If you like reviews like this, if you want to watch, I don't know, anything else that I can possibly work on for you, leave a comment down below. Until next time. Bye.